Drink that. Man. Drink a bunch of it. Drink as much as you can. Yeah, just hit it. Hit it hard. Hit it hard. Just go until you get brain freeze. That was only 2 gulps.
I know.
I'm going to do mine.
It was so watermelon-y.
Good morning, everybody. This is today's Pray, or good evening. And we're about to chug a Bud Light Seltzer Sour right now, motherfuckers. I just did it.
You got an iron throat.
Until I got brain freeze. My biggest weakness is brain freeze.
Really?
Yes. I feel like I'm going to steal this line from my younger brother. He always says this. He says, my body can take a beating. Yeah, and it can. That little it can take a beating.
Yeah.
I feel like my body can take a beating.
But your brain can't.
Until you make me chug a slushie from the gas station. I'm going to be crying like a little baby bitch.
Really?
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
I wonder what's my weakness. Have you ever noticed I have any weaknesses?
Yeah, buddy. But if I told you, then there wouldn't be weaknesses because you would adapt.
Oh, yeah. Adaptation. No breathing.
Yeah. I don't tell you your weaknesses. I just wait until I have to use them against you. It's rare that I have to, but sometimes you got to press the red button on the desk, you know?
Didi, do not push that button.
So, dude, I haven't really seen you today. How's your day been?
It was pretty good. Nothing really to speak of, really. I slept in, I'm a lazy piece of shit.
How late did you sleep in today?
12.
Nice.
Easy.
Well, we stayed up late last night.
I feel like I did, but I didn't.
Just fucking cutting people's heads off.
I started out, we're playing games. I'm like, man, I'm gonna stay up till 4 a.m.
I know.
And then one comes around just like every other night, and we're like, oh, I'm so sleepy. Well, so I totally understand why, like, people with real, like, not real jobs, because we have real jobs. Jobs, 9 to 5s. We're like, oh man, it's 9 o'clock. I haven't seen past 9 o'clock in years. It's like, I haven't seen past 2 a.m. in years, man.
I know. It's been a while since I've stayed up past 2. I'm trying to think. Probably the last time was when we had man night and we played video games all night, but it's rare to get any of our boys to do that.
Yeah.
It's like, I mean, not that they wouldn't be against it. You just have to plan it. Like me and you, like, we wanted to play games last night. That's what we were doing.
Yeah.
But we hang out all the time. So it's like, okay, all of our friends are done playing. We're like, okay, you just want to play video games, keep going. It's like, we've done this a million times.
And then none of our friends stay up. So,
man, our friends must really be busy all the time, though. Just taking care of kids and, going to work.
And enjoying their lives and getting good rest.
What do? Record a podcast, go to the gym, enjoy our lives, work out, work.
Shave our nipples.
Shit.
Just think about it.
And right before bed, break out the cocoa butter.
Mm-hmm. Lather it up. Nice and smooth.
I'm not talking about masturbation. I'm actually talking about just lathering my whole body. The thing is that's why I have flannel sheets, so it can soak up some of that cocoa butter, because I lather myself up so much. That's the only way I can sleep. That's the only way I can sleep, is if I'm completely drenched in cocoa butter.
And you just let your sheets
absorb it. Because if you do silky sheets, I slide right off the motherfuckers.
Yeah.
You turn it into a slip and slide. It might as well be plastic. What am I, Dexter?
Me having this horrible skin that I was born with. You can actually see today, it's probably the reddest it's been in a while. There you go, folks. Look at that on the camera. After I do jiu-jitsu, my psoriasis just gets thrashed.
That's 100% melanoma.
But once I knew it was psoriasis when I was in like 6th grade, I've been lotioning forever. So I feel like I'm a master of the lotion.
Master lotion.
I said that, but...
Oh, master lotion.
That's a master lotion. I actually just discovered in-shower lotion recently.
What?
The best thing ever.
What do you mean? Does it wash off?
It doesn't, which is weird.
So it's conditioner for your skin?
But it doesn't wash off. It feels like you just put lotion on, but the water's running over you. Dude, I think we're in a simulation. Like, some of the stuff that happens around me just doesn't seem real.
Yeah, that's not real.
Like, how does that even work? The other day I saw a tweaker at the gas station, and it just didn't seem real. He's just walking, and he's like scraping his foot on the ground like he's a bull getting ready to charge. And just, I don't know, just like a couple things have happened in the past week just don't seem real. Like
I've said this, we did a whole episode on it.
I know, I've noticed it a lot lately.
It's not that the world isn't real. It's that certain people are malfunctioning, either robots or aliens in human skin, or they just don't have the exact consciousness that we do. Like our consciousness of the world is different from other people. That's a fact.
That's a fact, Jack.
Just think about it.
The way that we can even converse with each other this way probably astonishes the people listening, the things we come up with.
It's very mysterious.
We're mystical.
We're mystics.
We're mystical.
We're gurus, kind of.
That's
Just kidding.
no? We're not life gurus?
No, not me. Maybe you, man. Got any life advice you want to give anybody? I don't have any good life advice.
Well, I don't have any life advice except for don't use spray-on deodorants. They don't work as well. And like, don't worry about even using deodorant at all. It just is a masking. It's just masking your actual scent. Just use. Everyone says, "Oh, don't use antiperspirant. It's bad for you. It clogs your pores." Well, that's the fucking purpose of it. Yeah. Okay. But I have been seeing people with the Old Spice. The whole it's like affecting their, like giving them rashes and stuff.
Yeah, dude. Old Spice is too strong.
Too strong.
Yeah.
That's why I always smell so great.
My skin can't handle it. It fucking.
Would you rather smell great forever? Or, okay, let me think, because you already have bad skin, so I got to think about this. Okay.
Yeah, Old Spice is just too strong.
Chemical burns on your armpits or smell great forever?
Smell great forever.
So I'm going to, yeah.
I would hate to have chemical burns in my armpits or anywhere else.
Oh, wait. I got,
it's like,
I gave you that.
You want an injury or something good?
That was not how I was supposed to ask that. Hey, you want something good or bad? I'm going to choose the good thing. I think I should. Is this a trick question? Because I think I should choose the good thing. What am I, mental? Hey, you want shot in the head or life? Proof. Tell me.
Do you want me to murder you or stay alive?
Or not murder you?
Yeah.
You want me to shoot you or shoot myself?
Do you want me to hit you with a car or just drive past you? Normally, you're going to pick the good thing.
Do you want your house to collapse or just continue living and watching Hulu?
Watching what?
Hulu. I don't know.
I just had the first hiccup on the show. I hope it doesn't continue. That's what happens when I drink.
We got it going on.
That's what happens when I chug things.
You're a chugger motherfucker.
I'm keeping the hiccups coming though. If they want to arrive during this podcast, I mean, this is the real me. This is me.
And I ain't never did this before, no.
He never hiccup on the show.
And I ain't never did this before, no.
Man, last week first nip slip. Man, how much scandalous? How much have the paparazzi been hunting you down, calling you nip slip boy after that?
I just can't wait till we decide that it's time to wax our own buttholes on the show.
Yeah, that's gonna be. It's real funny for you, but it's not gonna be fun for me.
It's not. Why do you think that I have like this mysteriously clean butt? Like you think that I fart way more than the normal human. There's no way that I have a clean butt down there. One, what, my farts just blast away all the fur? I don't got no fur down there?
I don't know, man. I don't know. I've never seen it. But I think it's
if anyone's I farted on your cat the other day.
Yeah, but
you saw I pulled my pants down and I farted on your cat's face the other day. That was the worst thing I've ever did, by the way.
But if I heard the fart through my gaming headphones, it was like if you really had hair. If you really had hair on your butt, like you say you do, it would have went.
Well, that's the thing. I was talking to someone. I'm not going to bring up her name.
Yeah, we know you are girly, but we're not going to talk about it.
She said that the size of your cheeks makes your farts sound different. And I said that's not the case. It's how tight your anal lips are.
Yeah.
It's like So your cheeks are so big that
So Kim Kardashian's
What is
walking around like freaking.
like a dubstep. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Bow, whoa, 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 whoa,
The tightness of the butthole.
What if that was your fart?
That would be fun. That'd be a good time.
Yeah.
It'd be so silly. People would rock out to you.
I'm so silly.
People would be like, I freaking love this album.
I started doing that in real life though, not farting, but the
Yeah.
I do that in like everyday life now, and because we're not famous, no one gets it. And that's
Well, they get it because they listen to
that's
Korn.
sore.
Korn rocks.
Well, they don't. I actually mess up my words in real life, and then I just do a Korn thing.
Yeah.
That
Dude,
doesn't do well in real life.
Yeah. I started doing something, and I did it a couple times the other day at the fire we were at. And it's because we're so deep in our language.
Yep.
Like, me and you definitely have a language that it's just like inside jokes that are constantly flowing. Same thing with me and Brandon, just our friend group. And people would say things and be like, oh, I can't believe Joe went to the office today. And my response would be, oh, I can't believe office Joe went today. Like, I would like just scramble the words and say it exactly back to them. And to me, it's hilarious. It's like, oh, I can't believe Joe went to the office today. It's like, oh, I can't believe office Joe to the went today. Like, just like, just scrambling it. In my head, I'm like, man, that was quick. And I nailed that joke, but it's not funny to anybody.
Not me either.
But it's like a stupid thing that's impressive to be able to scramble the words exactly what they said back to them, because it's like it's their
Fast,
exact words.
to do it fast. Yeah.
But it's not funny and nobody gets it. Except for me. I'm like, oh, you really nailed that
So
one,
you
Jake.
just described how deep you are in your own head. And
Yeah.
that's dangerous, man. That's called inception.
Mindception.
Yeah.
Inside jokeception. Layers, motherfucker.
Like an onion.
Every day is a new day.
So you're Shrek.
I got layers, man.
You're an ogre.
Man, I used to be able to say every word to that movie.
Every single word.
I've seen Shrek so many times.
You know how I learned every word? I watched He Is Legend or I Am Legend.
Or She Is Legend.
Yeah, He Is Legend is a band. So
Or
that's
We
why I
Are
said
Legend.
That. Yo, sup? We're all legend. But no, He Is Legend is a band.
Yeah.
I Am Legend. And he knows all the words to Shrek.
Oh, yeah.
So that's how I learned all the words of Shrek, is by watching that.
I forgot about that. He does know that.
Yeah.
And that's Will Smith made it cool to know all the words to Shrek.
Yeah.
Man, Will Smith,
Thanks again, Will Smith.
you're the man.
Hey man, I've always said if I was gonna be like not my race and be anyone else, if I wasn't white, I'd be Will Smith.
Yeah, he's so cool.
And then like who would you be if you weren't your own race? Which is
I have to pick any other
come on,
race.
tell us your race.
I have to pick any other race aside from a white guy.
Yup.
Honestly, it'd be really cool to be Jackie Chan.
Jackie Chan.
He's so cool, man. Doing all of his own stunts and stuff.
Yep.
He's badass.
He's just always dude, you already have one of his moves where you get up without using your hands.
Yeah.
What is that called?
Like a kip up, maybe.
Kip up?
Yeah.
Yeah. That makes sense.
You'd be Will Smith.
I'd definitely be Will Smith.
Okay. How about this? I picked in the Asian race. You picked being black.
Mm-hmm.
Let's crisscross. You pick an Asian guy that you think it would be cool to be, and I'll pick
A
black
famous
guy.
person or anyone?
Anybody on earth.
I'd be Mitch.
Yeah.
Because he's the only person that actually has said the word vibe, and I've believed that he was actually vibing.
Yeah. Yeah, like sometimes people say vibe, you're like, yeah, you're just using that because you
Yeah.
think it's cool, but Mitch is always actually vibing.
Yeah.
Mitch,
That
me and him
Maryland lingo, all
Yeah.
those Maryland guys, when they say it, they actually mean
they
it.
feel it. They feel
Yeah.
it in their
When I was
core.
playing games with them the one day, I couldn't tell the difference between him, Connor, and their other friend because they all were saying the exact same words, and I might as well be hillbilly compared to them.
Yeah. You say everything is ain't and today and
Hunting.
yesterday and hunting,
Hunting and fishing.
gutting.
Gonna catch myself a catfish.
Supper?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Supper.
Going take
Breakfast.
get down in town. Going downtown. Go ride me a
they don't-
horse.
You gonna ride you a horse like a
Ride
man,
me horse.
like just a big guy?
There's a horse.
I'm gonna catch myself a big man, call him horse. Gonna ride him into town.
Is that what a horse is? As a
Yeah,
man?
it's just a big guy, I think.
Yeah.
What's up, horse?
Hey, real quick before we get too deep into this podcast, because we're already 15 minutes in, maybe you should do your segment.
Oh, on this day with today's pray?
Yes, today's pray on this day.
You mean on this day with today's pray?
On this pray with today's
Gay pray.
gay pray.
I don't know. I tried what you did, and I just turned it. It turned
Take
around
some practice.
on me. Yeah. So, let me find my notes real fast because I
Okay.
can't remember what I was doing. What was I
Okay.
doing?
So,
Oh yeah,
we were just talking about.
I remember. So on this day, today's pray, March 28th. This is pre-recorded, but we do it in advance. Okay. The washing machine was invented.
Ooh.
And then I was thinking about that. I was watching that. I was like, man, that's pretty cool. That it was actually so long ago. It was 1797.
Dang, that's
Yeah.
a long ass time.
Yeah. And
That's
I
like
told
it's
someone
like-
about today, and they go, there was electricity. I was like, I wonder what the actual washing machine was. Was it just like a couple of like small girls, like you know how they do this the stomping on the berries?
Yeah.
I think it was mostly that. They just like grabbed a couple of little girls or boys and they just went and they just stomped on their clothes. Amazingly clean feet. They always ran around barefoot back then. They had clean feet.
Yeah.
And the inside of their shoes never smelled.
It's absolutely strange.
So they washed their clothes and the inside of their shoes at the same time. But what I thought was actually interesting about that fact is that a little bit later, the dryer was invented. I'm going to say after the electricity was invented. And then they actually made a thing called the automatic, the automatic folder. And they're like, because we had to like fold our clothes after they come out of the dryer.
yeah.
They made something for that, but it got boycotted by all mothers because the mothers couldn't nag at the little kids to fold up their clothes and put them away.
Yeah.
So like mothers were like, what the fuck? We're doing all this women's rights activist stuff,
Yeah.
like women's rights, and you're just gonna like take our one thing that we nag at our children for.
Yeah.
So that was like, that's why it was taken away.
Moms love making kids fold clothes.
Yes.
I don't know
And
why.
take them upstairs. But I always put them on the top of my foosball table. I got this really cheap well, not cheap. I loved it. But it was a cheaper foosball table that my parents got me for Christmas one time.
Yeah.
And that was where I put all the clothes. Now I don't fold clothes at all. I just have the clean pile and the dirty pile. And as the dirty pile gets bigger, they kind of combine, and then I just have to wash all the clothes anyways.
Yeah.
And then your cat lays in my clean pile and puts little stains on all my light colors.
Yeah.
So
He likes piles of clothes.
yeah.
Yeah. My older brother used to do what you do. He would just have a pile of
Yeah.
dirty clothes and a pile of clean clothes.
Which is, it's just so, well,
How
I'm
do
going to
you
wear it anyways.
I mean,
What
how
am
do
I
you-
going to fold it for?
How do you keep the wrinkles out of it?
I don't.
Just wear wrinkly shirts.
I'm not even wearing a shirt under this hoodie right now.
I know. Hey, one time I was doing that, and somebody said to me, "Oh, you're not even wearing a shirt under your hoodie? Oh, you're one of those guys, huh?"
Oh, yeah. Just like you were told one time that you like Nike.
Yeah.
Oh, you're one of those guys. Oh, you like a brand? You like a brand?
I
Oh,
said,
you're one of those guys, huh?
yeah, and I said, "Oh, I want to go to Dick's. I want to buy some new Nike sweatpants." Why do you want to buy Nike? You can just go to so-and-so and get it for this much. I was like, I don't know. They just have really nice sweatpants. He goes, oh, you just like the brand. You're just one of those guys, huh? It's like, I fucking guess.
I think you said it the best the other day. It was like, I just want a quality garment.
Yeah. There's
Sorry.
nothing wrong with that.
Sorry, I don't want the great value brand of everything. You dumb bitch.
It's literally okay. Like, do you want the fucking great value brand of Cool Ranch Doritos?
I'm not going to buy Keds.
I don't
know
know.
what I'm saying?
What are Keds?
That's Keds are like the lame version of like Vans.
Oh, really?
They can buy it like Kmart and bullshit.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, if that's what you can afford, it's cool, but like it's fine. But if you want to buy, just why does it matter what I want to buy? I just wanted to go to Dick's and get some nice sweatpants. You know?
Yeah. You have a Supreme whatever it's called, a fanny pack.
Yeah, that's dumb. Like that's so dumb for me to even have because I never wear it. You know what I keep in it now? I keep my oil paints in it.
Yeah. Yeah, you wore that for about 3 times.
Yeah, and that's
kind of like that time you saw a guy in a airport that was wearing a fedora backwards, and you thought that was really cool, and then you came home and immediately ordered one, and you wore it once in the house, and you left it.
I've worn that thing out a couple times.
Yeah,
I wore it to the Philadelphia Tattoo Convention.
Huh.
I rocked it a couple times, but it was a fedora backwards. Everybody, so don't think I'm a fedora guy because I'm not a fedora guy. Absolutely.
We got it going on.
Fedora.
I guess I was because I owned one. I just wore it backwards and it looked kind of cool. But what it was trying to mimic another hat style. That guy was just wearing a fedora backwards.
Yes. Yeah. And it may not have it you know, sometimes you see like if you don't know that style of fashion like that they're doing, you're like, oh, that's cool. And then you don't even know how to look up what they're wearing. So that guy could have been wearing a Stetson, you know?
I don't even know what that is.
What's a Stetson? It's a type of cowboy hat.
Yeah.
Big brimmed hat. And you're like, oh, man, that looks cool. And then you thought it was a fedora backwards when it wasn't, you know?
It absolutely could have been that. I definitely could have like just mistaken it for I was like, oh, I can do the same thing with a fedora.
Yep.
But that's me saying that, me going, oh, that's a cool looking hat. I can do the same thing with a backwards fedora. Is the same thing as this one time we were at the tattoo shop hanging out on the sidewalk. And me and Mark, my 60-year-old friend, we're hanging out outside smoking cigars and talking. And this dude in all denim came up to us. He was wearing a denim hat, denim jacket, denim jeans. And he was probably like 18 or 19. But he talked like he was older than Mark.
Yeah.
And
like a foghorn leghorn.
And he just like,
well, I say.
Exactly like that.
Mm-hmm.
And we were talking about tonneau covers for my Tacoma. And that guy, we're talking about it a little bit, just going back and forth because Mark has a tonneau for his Silverado. And the guy goes, well, I got to tell you something, buddy. And he's younger than me. At the time, I was probably 24. He's
I'll tell you something, Sonny.
He goes, let me tell you something, buddy. That tonneau cover is pretty nice. I can do the same thing with a roll of duct tape and a tarp. So me going, yeah, I can just wear a fedora backwards and I can do the same thing with that. That's what it's like.
Thanks for the Canadian tuxedo version, buddy.
That dude had so many weird shit to tell us. He was just there with somebody getting tattooed.
Do you think he made his own blue jeans?
He definitely boiled them.
With duct tape and a tarp.
He found them under the bridge and boiled them for sure. He told us.
I don't like his style because I like to starch my jeans. Just make them fucking stiff.
Stiff as fuck, yeah.
Yeah.
He told us that he made out with a 16-year-old. We didn't even ask. He just wanted to tell us. I said,
tell him.
He goes, so I was at a club. He goes, I was at a club in Myrtle Beach, and I don't even know. I'm drinking. I don't know. And they have under 18 clubs there. So I'm just hanging out and started making out with this girl. We probably made out for 20 minutes.
At what is it, H2O or what is it called? What are those called?
I don't know. I've never been to one.
The Aqua. Oh, what are those clubs
It's just like
called?
an under 18 club.
Yeah, but they're all the same. They got the freaking bubble parties that all the senior trippers go to.
Yeah. So he goes, yeah, I found out she was 18 or 16. I'm like, Jesus Christ, buddy, you probably shouldn't tell anybody that.
Congratulations.
But the guy honestly was a super young guy. So he might have been like 17 at the time telling the story. Mm-hmm. But he talked so old that it was weird. And he was weirded out by it. He was weirded out by the fact that she was 16.
There's two.
So he was definitely too old.
There's two options here. There's two reasons he said she was 16. There's only two reasons that he would say it. Either his soul is so old that he thinks all girls are like so much younger than him, or he was like 21.
Yeah.
And he was like, yeah, I was smacking my lips up against a 16-year-old while she was drinking a Sprite Zero. And I was having a cranberry vodka.
That's probably what he was having.
No, you know what he was having? He's like, can I just get a whiskey on the rocks any type of whiskey and any type of rocks. He didn't even know it was actually ice. He thought there was actual rocks in there because he's so
Preferably
fucking hard.
limestone.
Yeah. Give me some rose quartz for my rocks.
He walked up to us and intruded on our conversation. The first thing he said to us, aside the Tanu cover thing was like later in the conversation, and so was the 16-year-old thing. But the first thing he says to us is, I gotta ask you guys something. You guys seem like intelligent folk. What is up with all of these kids out here eating ass? And it's just
What?
We got it going on.
it was just like
What?
it was dude, you're a kid. It's okay to watch your TikTok videos and I don't know, enjoying the humor of people eating ass. But he was acting like he was just too old for it and he doesn't get it. It's like, I don't know, man. It's just a funny thing people say.
I have facial hair. What you doing that for?
And even Mark, who's a 60-year-old man, is like, I don't know, man. What, you got a problem with it?
Dudes like that are guys like Mark are like, hey, man, I've eaten ass at a bar. On the bar.
It's
the girl
awesome.
that worked at the bar ate her ass.
And I ain't never did this before, no.
So
That's not even bad.
Yeah.
What's up with all these kids eating this ass? I don't know. Why are kids eating your ass, dude? You're the one macking out with 16-year-olds.
Yeah, dude.
Why are you macking on your asshole?
White?
Blue jean?
Blue jean? Hey, you know what? That'd be a cool name.
Back your pants wet, blue jean.
If you ever have a kid one day, that's a pretty cool name for him.
Yeah.
Blue Jean Stedman.
Yeah. The guy, when you were describing him earlier, you were like always, wearing the Canadian tuxedo. I was like, this guy's a maple syrup salesman, isn't he? He's going to walk up in there.
Nah, you couldn't get
But
that
he's not
lucky.
from Canada. He's from Minnesota.
Yeah,
I'm from Minnesota.
I wish he was selling maple syrup.
Yeah. That'd be
That'd be
great.
awesome.
Don't we know someone that sells maple syrup?
We do.
What a niche.
I never met him.
Niche.
He used to do jujitsu whenever you trained too.
Mm-hmm.
His name was Chad, I think, but I don't think I ever actually met him.
They called him Maple Syrup Chad.
Yeah.
Jinx,
Oh,
you owe me a Bud Light Seltzer Sour.
finish that thing. I've actually never had a craft maple syrup. I've only ever had
Craft maple syrup?
yeah,
That's a thing, you go and do taste testing?
yeah,
Like at the maple syrup craft bar?
yeah.
And
Basically, there's just home, how people have home brews and
So you have
beer
your maple
distilleries?
syrup in a big glass, and then you're like, what would you like? You want chicken and waffles, or you want some pancakes, or
just give me a light maple,
yeah? Can I get a maple blonde
and then you just chug the whole
to
thing.
go? That's the best thing about those craft maple places, that you can get it to go,
Yeah.
and not have to worry about drinking and driving.
Oh, you can, yeah. But if you drink too much, one time I got pulled
But
over.
the inside of your car's gonna get sticky.
I got a DUMI. I got pulled over
Drinking
and
under maple influence. Drinking under maple influence.
the cop pulled me over and he smelled it on me instantly. He made me get out of the car and walk in a straight line, but I had so much maple in my body that I was sticking to everything. He threw me in
That's 2 months in the pokey.
he threw me in the pancake tank for the night. Hey,
Drinking under maple influence.
they say DUIs are expensive.
Oh, I know.
DUMIs about the same, dude. It's a fingerprint scanner. That's the blow and go. If you stick to it, your car won't start.
You're kidding. It's like a little piece of paper.
If you rip that piece of paper, dude, they'll call you and you get under parole. It's bad.
It's and then if you had a breathalyzer, it'd be no breakfast, regular breakfast, IHOP.
It's like kind of warning you. It's like beep, 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 beep.
It's like if you're on the IHOP on the Maple, get out.
You ever get busted for sucking maple?
I don't even know her.
Maple? I don't even know.
Hey, everybody! Just think about it.
I don't even know where I am.
Well, you're on heaven on earth, man. Almost heaven, West Virginia.
We got it going on.
How do you like that Bud Light Seltzer Sour Blue Raspberry?
Oh, razzleberry. It's made with real razzle root, and it's good.
I think there's something that's happened since COVID. Mountain Dew Live Wire is the only orange flavored soda that I've seen that's still good. Like they got rid of the orange Monster that I liked.
Oh, really?
And I think my new flavor that I love is Blue Raspberry.
Well, honestly, I'm not going to lie. You have a bluish hue to you.
I love Blue Raspberry.
Like a plum.
Mm-hmm.
But we know it's razzleberry.
It's definitely raspberry.
If we had a, you know how we were talking about if we had a beer flavor, a seltzer, and it's called razzleberry, that'd be good.
Yeah.
I saw the guy from Short Story the other day
Yeah.
at Apothecary. He said, "Hey, man, the guy that is partial owner there, he's our neighbor. What up?" And he was like, "Yeah, man, you brought me cigars that one time, and then I never saw you again. I'm sorry I never brought you any beer." So
Nice.
he knows he owes us,
Yeah.
and he knows he owes us a porch hang.
Yeah.
So
Well, it's becoming the time of the
and
year.
he came up to me, so you know it's real. He didn't try to
Yeah.
dodge me.
Yeah. He came up and he was like trying to clear the water. He's
So
like,
you know he's a good guy.
yeah.
What a good guy.
Short Story Brewing. What a wonderful place.
Have you been there?
Yeah, we went there together.
I didn't go with you.
I thought you went with us the one time.
I've only been there one time by myself.
Okay. I thought you went with us the one time.
No,
But,
thanks for inviting me.
Well, I thought it was like after a brunch session one time.
No,
We
I
brunched
didn't.
so
I didn't.
much last year.
Oh man, I think those days are over.
Yeah. Well, it loses its luster whenever you go to brunch and just get fucked up every single Sunday.
Yeah, I was telling somebody about the whole brunch situation. Sorry, I'm Fleming.
Yeah. Hey, phlegm away, buddy. Yeah.
So
lately I've been replaced.
when I drink, I'm Fleming.
Yeah.
And so I was telling somebody about like going to draft, and they're like, "Oh yeah, I saw you turning up there the one time," and it was a time we were there with like, I don't want to say names just in case it gets someone in trouble, which I don't think it would because they listen to the show and they like us. But we went to the garage and did the whole hangout session, and you know, when brunch attacks,
Yeah.
so they saw us there. That wasn't even the bad one.
I know.
It was the one where we did 4 more towers.
Yeah.
Was the bad one.
Towers
And
of
then
Mimosa.
Yeah. 100 ounces is a tower. So
Dude.
700 ounces later, we start throwing up. But I was telling him about it. He's like, "Oh my God." Just a random person. I was like, and I noticed some judgment coming from a client of mine. And that's like, no, you know, if you want to get like cool stories out of people, you got to like put yourself out there. That's what I tell people all the time. Like, how do you get all these good stories? And like, no, I don't like just tell everybody's business. That's against barber code.
Yeah.
But you
There's
can
like a
say
HIPAA
certain things.
There's like a HIPAA situation between
Yes.
even my work, like
Yes.
barbers and their clients and tattoo artists and their clients. Like I don't tell people anything. I might tell the story that they told me, but I don't tell who it is.
I don't go, this is, it's not like I'm going around going, "Hey, Johnny Steppensteyer, he's got dick fungus." You know?
Yeah. And I'm never
Johnny Steppensteyer.
and I'm never like, "Hey,
but I put him on blast now.
Shakira Wallace took a chicken to the vagina last week." You know, I don't tell everybody that.
Like a live chicken or just shoved like a cooked chicken?
I wouldn't tell.
Don't listen. Don't listen, honky. Don't listen to him. Nobody's going to put your head in anybody's vagina. Oh, shit. That's funny.
I've recently, Brandon's the starter of this. He goes to Mario's every single Sunday.
Yeah, he loves it.
He loves Mario's fishbowl. I can't blame him. I love it too.
So I have a confession.
Yeah.
And I don't think he'll mind my confession.
Just think about it.
And I hope he listens to this episode. I'm sure he will. He's our friend. And if he doesn't, we're not friends. So, you know how he was talking about when he went out to brunch with Ryan?
Yeah.
And that's the reason he shaved his, not shaved his mustache, but he trimmed his mustache down. Because our friend Brandon, his mustache will just grow and grow and grow and grow until he looks like Mr. Monopoly. But the crazy long, like you can't even see his.
It grows like a broom. Like
what is it? The Lorax?
Yeah, that's what he looks like.
Yeah, he looks like that, and it's insane. And it's awesome. I wish I could grow my mustache like that because you wouldn't even see my mouth. I would just be down here. It'd be awesome.
You could just give it some time.
Yeah, it's
Every day is a new day.
It's pretty annoying.
Yeah.
Like, side note, my mustache. I've had to shampoo my mustache 3 times because of smoking cigars and being around that campfire. I've smelled campfire for the past 2 days.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Not a bad thing.
so he said that he trimmed his mustache down because when he eats wings, he gets the sauce all over his mustache, and you can't get away from it because it was over his mouth so far. And he felt like Ryan was judging him. The reason I'm not really into going to Mario's
Yeah.
is because my mustache was long at the same time as his, and like longer than it is right now. It was going over my mouth a little bit, and I started noticing because they have mirrors everywhere. I'm watching him eat his wings, and it's just so messy.
Yeah.
And I'm watching myself eat wings in the mirror, and those Cowboy Ranch, they just didn't taste the same, dude.
Yeah, like it just.
It was not. I actually did this. I looked at myself because there's so many mustaches getting so much Cowboy Ranch in them. I went.
Yeah. It just like it puts a dirty look to
So
the Cowboy
it's
Ranch
not
rings.
the fact that so yeah, I appreciate that he trimmed his mustache down a little bit. I'll be coming to brunch more. But I'm also in the exact same boat because it made me I started thinking about it. I was like, I eat wings a lot. And when I just get wing sauce in my mustache, that's like the most uncomfortable thing. And that's probably why
when you're like licking sauce out of your beard, it's like impossible.
It's just
I hate eating any sloppy thing when I have a beard. Like even a sloppy hamburger.
You've been taking your beard on and off a lot lately.
Yeah. I took it off. I actually shaved again today just because I went to that funeral. But I all of my my uncle and JC, my little brother, and like my stepdad has a crazy awesome beard. Like I kind of want to grow my. It made me feel like a what you call a pussy. I felt like a little bitch.
Hey, everybody!
Nothing's worse than feeling like a bitch at your great grandma's funeral.
Honestly,
and sorry to hear that, by the way, but yeah.
Every day is a new day.
Yeah, I tried to soften that blow and not make it so serious.
Yeah,
but yeah.
You're absolutely right. So I'll probably be growing my beard out again. Plus, my cat James Franco doesn't really snuggle up to my face too much when I have this. When I'm barefaced like I am right now, there is absolutely no softness to this.
Oh, I know.
I mean, this is like
you'd have to shave against the grain, and because of most people's skin, it would just make you have razor bumps and crazy shit.
Dude,
don't ever do it.
It is the roughest texture I've ever felt.
Mm. Yeah. Well, honestly, like because I'm always using the flannel sheets, like I was talking about earlier. Like I'll get on my pillow and I'll just pull my the pillowcase right off the pillow.
Yeah. I believe it.
I'm like, what the fuck?
I
guess I'm having a cold head.
If I turn over in the night, the pillow will follow me and I'll almost suffocate myself.
Isn't it? It's like that part on Django and Shane when they can't see it out the mask. Like everybody knows the masks were a great idea. We'll just wear them next time. And he's like, I can't see shit out of this thing. And then so now every time you every time you shave, you're like, okay, we all know the shave in the face was a good idea, but
Yeah.
I'm going to get strangled to death by my pillowcase.
I bet in the barbershop you have this conversation a lot. It's like, when you think of shaving your beard, just don't.
Yep.
It's like every single time. Like, I don't regret this. I kind of like how it looks sometimes, but now I miss my beard for sure.
I think the number one thing that comes up with the beards is my girlfriend said I should trim it up a bit. And then I go, okay, well, how much do you want to take off? Because they're paying me, not the girlfriend. So I listen to what they actually want, so I manipulate them a bit. I manipulate the man into telling me what he wants.
I really wish we had the mind freak button loaded up right now. I'll just do it. I'll just do it without mind creep.
Mind creep. So, but yeah.
Wait a minute. Chris Angel's right behind me.
Every day is a new day.
But anyway, you say, what do you want to do with your beard?
Yeah, and I'm like, yeah, what do you want? And he goes, well, I don't want to take too much off, but like I could definitely clean it up and get the stragglers out. So
The stragglers.
Yeah, that's the number one customer term, the stragglers.
I never use that term, so I'll have to try it out a little bit.
Yeah. Hey, it's kind of, you can use that with types of friends, you know? Like, yeah, we got close friends and they got the stragglers.
Yeah, you actually could use that.
That's what I feel like.
I call them lingerers.
That's what oh yeah. But that's because they linger around too long.
Yeah.
Stragglers are the ones that you don't mind that are there. They're just like not the ones that you invite right away. Yeah. That's how I feel on my PC right now. Every time I see all these people playing all these games, like, oh, I want to play those games. And I go, and they invite me to the Discords and all this stuff. They're like, oh yeah. And then when I join, they're like, oh, actually, we have a full squad right now. I'm like, oh, okay, man.
Thanks.
Okay.
Thanks.
I guess I'll go fuck myself.
And I never did this before, no.
With people who are lingerers, it's like they're people who enter the group and they are cool, which is why they're around the group. Mm-hmm. But then when they kind of go hang out a little too long, like any of our friends can hang out too long, and it's like they're going to be our friends forever. So anytime I'm around new people, if I want to leave, I just fucking leave because it's like no way they're going to call me a lingerer. And
I feel the same way. I feel the same way. If I'm like, let's say, we'll make up a hypothetical situation that happens to everyone.
Wait, a situation that happens to everyone that is hypothetical.
Yeah. So it's like, yeah. Yeah, not metaphorical. Hypothetical.
Not emotional either.
No.
Could be emotional.
This isn't a real thing that's happening now. This is not happening while we're doing the podcast, but it could happen to any of the listeners. Hypothetical.
It's a made-up situation.
Yes.
Yes.
Good.
Nice.
Good job. So... So you're saying this isn't real?
Okay,
but
go on with the fantasy.
Okay. So there was dragons in it, and potato guns everywhere.
Potato, huh?
Potato with a B. What the fuck?
Edgar's got a potato on it if I ever seen it.
Daggone. Hey, remember? Speaking of bees in the beginning of... Well, okay. Speaking of bees in the beginning of words, remember when you thought a bussy was a bussin' pussy? Not a dude's butthole?
Yeah. Well, could a girl have one?
And you said, man, she got a bussy on her. I don't think so.
Can a girl not have one?
I don't think so.
Can a girl not have a bussy?
Well, she could have a bussin' butt pussy, I guess.
I don't
like that either. I don't like that, dude. That's gross as fuck.
But talking about...
It sounds creamy.
Sounds gross, man.
But anyways, hypothetical. This is made up. No dragons and no potato guns.
Potato?
Potato.
I feel feel like a
Bodado nah.
I feel like a bodado is what you rent when you go to Dubai if you want to party. It's like something made up. Yeah, we rented a bodado and got a bunch of champagne and got fucked up.
Yeah, and just to fit in, we all wore tuna covers. What did you just call them?
Tanu.
Tanu covers. Tuna covers. What the fuck am I doing? Which would be like the garb.
So being a lingerer.
Yes.
Tell me about
I feel like we just lingered on that subject. Anyways.
Yeah.
Hypothetical. No dragons, no bodados, no Tanu covers. No bussies. Well, could be a bussy.
Just facts.
Just facts.
That
but
are
not,
made up.
So, a guy gets invited by a girl that he likes to go out with them. He goes, oh, I'll meet you out. You show up by yourself. You wait in line by yourself at the club or whatever bar they're going to. Usually it's some bullshit. Girls like bullshit places. Not all girls, just the one that you're going to see this time. Because this won't last.
It's a made-up situation.
Yeah, you're just trying to get some bussy. So,
From a girl.
Get some bussy from a girl at a bar that you don't like. And so you're with all their friends, and they're just really drunk already. And she's like, oh, this is my friend so-and-so. And they're halfway talking to you, but they're kind of like, why are you here?
Yeah.
And that happens.
They don't know that their friend kind of wants to fuck you.
Yep.
Yet.
Yes. And then as time goes on, they were nice to you at first, but then you kind of like, they are so close that it's not, they don't want to include you in on all the inside jokes. So then it's, you just want like sitting around listening to someone say something completely random.
Yeah.
Most likely with TikTok lingo, like mommy milkers or whatever. This is hypothetical. We could make up a hypothetical TikTok trend. What's a trend that you'd want to do?
Hashtag bicep fuck. They're talking about that.
Just like that. Just like that, dude. Hashtag bicep fuck. Different angle here.
That one's going viral.
You're definitely getting a virus from that. That's way too much contact. There's no finger condom on this.
That's dirty.
It's gross. So, but everybody knows that you turn into the lingerer because you're just trying to bang the girl, or maybe you're not just trying to bang her. Maybe you're just trying to actually, you might want to actually like her. And then it turns into she's the one, because she always goes out with everyone. So she's walking around, and then you're just stuck there halfway playing pool.
Yeah.
And she's your
With a
partner,
stranger.
but she's with two strangers, and then she's supposed to be your partner, but she's walking around doing whatever. So you're just like waiting for her turn. That makes you a lingerer. I'm out.
Yeah.
I'll take, hypothetically, I'm taking the L. I'm out.
Yeah.
I don't care about. She don't give a shit.
Saying. Exactly. Yeah. Like you're waiting around like a little puppy dog.
Yeah. And I'm not waiting.
I ain't a puppy dog.
I ain't no puppy dog. Hey, puppy love went away when I was in 6th grade.
What happened to you, man? What happened in 6th grade?
Gave a girl bullshit flowers on Valentine's Day. It looked like shit, made her desk look like garbage, and then I was like, yeah. Never falling in love again.
Yeah, I remember her desk.
Puppy dog love again.
Yeah. Well, who wants to fall in puppy dog love? I'm gonna fall in that giraffe love, man.
Long neck style.
It's freaking spots.
Remember when we convinced someone that a giraffe's heart's actually in the neck?
Yeah, it was your uncle or your brother-in-law, Rick.
That's awesome.
Shout out to Rick. He's the fucking coolest guy.
He is. You even said that you wanted to have him on sometime.
I would love to have Rick on
I
the
didn't
podcast.
even bring it on. You did.
Yeah.
So that means something.
Rick's awesome.
And we already asked my brother, and he said no.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Well, he doesn't know what's cool.
Yeah, my brother isn't cool.
He's kind of cool. Most of the time, he's cool.
Hypothetically, not cool.
I think
He'd be cool if he had a dragon.
quite literally, I think he is cool.
Yes. Hypothetically, could be cooler with a dragon.
But he doesn't know what cool is anymore.
Hypothetically.
But that's what makes him cool, because he's a dad.
Dads
and
are cool.
And he does dad stuff, which is cool.
Yeah.
But he doesn't know, he doesn't know his, he doesn't know his ass from a hole in the ground. Just kidding, Evan. Love to have you on. Walking out blind. Yo.
We got it going on.
I think we should have Rick on. I think we should start getting some more guests on here. We'll definitely have to buy another a mic and a mic arm, but I think we should have somebody really fucking boring on too.
Yeah.
Like somebody who's just not interesting and just...
Speaking of boring, speaking of having guests, funny thing happened to me the other day. I was wearing my podcast movement shirt. An older gentleman came in, super nice. One of the nicest dudes ever. He's like, hey, you have a podcast? I was like, yeah. I really wasn't paying attention to him. I was probably being kind of snobby because I was actually trying to post one of our things before I started working because I'm procrastinator. And so I'm posting a video onto TikTok, and he's trying to talk to me, and I'm like trying to do my thing. But he's like, hey, man, you have a podcast? I said, oh, yeah, man. He goes, that's awesome. I was like, huh, yeah, thanks, man. I appreciate it. And I probably didn't say it like that because I was kind of concerned with something else. So time goes past. He gets his hair cut. He's leaving. Another guy comes in that I always see all the time. He's the guy that, posts a lot of, he's an older gentleman that posts a lot of bicep pictures.
Buff dude.
Not buff dude. He used to probably be like, he used to be that guy. Jesus Christ, what happened? Did you break your leg? But
I broke my back.
Spinal. Mike Tyson doesn't have a country accent, so I said that completely inaccurate.
Spinal. I like it though.
Yeah. Imagine Mike Tyson with a country accent with also his lisp.
In another dimension or another simulation, he might have one.
Spinal. So he comes in and, the other guy's leaving. He's like, hey, man, good luck with your podcast, man. It's cool. I was like, thanks, man. And then that guy that always comes in, I've never told him about that. He always just talks about how big his arms are. And jokingly, he's not really like a douche or anything. He's just one of those guys. I was trying to set the scene here. And he goes, hey, man, you have a podcast? You want a guest? That's how quick he asked if we needed a guest. So for anyone out there that doesn't realize this, if you have something of value to you that's like, I guess it's considered content creation. I hate that word.
It's literally what it is.
But it is, I don't like it because it's so overused. If you're doing anything like that.
I got news for you. We're content creators, buddy. One of the coolest guys I've ever met on earth. His name's James. Works at Eden Body Arts. His career is a content creator for Eden Body Arts Tattoo Shop. He does some other things too, but the dude is a whiz.
He's a videographer and photographer. That's what he is. He obviously creates their content.
Content creator.
But that's what he does. A content creator could be a guy that hires someone to put a camera out there and just be the face.
Anybody could be a content creator if you put it that way.
Yes. That's why it's overused and it's bullshit. But so for anyone out there that doesn't realize how annoying that is, if I say, hey, you have a podcast? Oh, that's cool, man. Hey, man, you should have me on there sometime as a guest. You're basically saying, hey, I've never listened to your shit, but it sucks, and I should be on there to fix it.
Yeah.
And so this guy didn't even let that go. He's like, hey, man, you have a podcast? You should have me on. Or, he goes, you have a podcast? Do you need a guest? And I went, within not even a second, I went, nope, not at all. I start laughing at him in his face. And I hurt his feelings. Like,
Aww.
I was like, and I'm like laughing. I'm like, yeah, that felt so good because I've had so many people just say random shit to me. Like, you should do this. I should be on there. Ooba dooba dabba dooba da. Oh, you have something that's pretty cool? I want to be a part of it.
Who's somebody you would like to have on?
Legitimately?
Yeah.
50 Cent.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. If we could get 50 Cent to do our podcast, that would be so fucking awesome.
Yeah, and I don't want to talk to him seriously. I just want him to roast us from what he's seen of us.
Maybe one day for your birthday, I'll get 50 Cent to roast you.
Like a cameo? That's what it's called, right?
No, I meant like he'd come to your birthday party.
Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ. No, cameo. Heck no, dude. I'm talking about 50 Cent showing up to your birthday party, slamming your face in the cake, taking all your money and leaving.
Yeah, stripping me naked, pushing me out in the snow.
Humiliating you.
Yeah, like my brother did. But that is super annoying and that was just so funny that I just shut him down.
Well, you know what I hear a lot about the podcast? If it's
You guys suck.
If it's a friend, Brandon always goes, man, if me and JC are gonna get on there, we're gonna make sound bites and we're gonna do this. I just want to be like, Brandon, we should just have you on. You could just literally just come in here and click the buttons.
Yeah.
It'd be hard to get them on though.
Yeah. It's easier said than done.
Yeah, I guess that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Yeah. But that guy, secretly, I hate to say it, but
Say it.
I don't like him. And the reason I shut him down so quick is because no one ever does. Everybody just lets him go on, and he's never been shut down before. You know? Apparently he's like some inspirational speaker.
Really?
Literally. And
Really?
I'm like, yeah. And he hasn't inspired me once. And I've seen him for the past 5 years.
His career as being an inspirational speaker?
Nope. Just, that's why content creation is such bullshit. Because he thinks that him not being on any other social media, just on Facebook, posting pictures like this next to a guy he's known for 10 years. He's like, hey, look who I saw at the rec center.
Yeah.
Now we're pumping iron together, and he did it one time. He's an inspiration.
Yeah. Man, can you imagine wanting to be that career, being a motivational speaker, but genuinely wanting to do it and having a passion for it? The amount of being a douche you have to be until you're actually helping people.
Yeah, it's kind of like being a pastor with no Christian morals.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm going to make you better. I don't know how I'm going to do it. Oh, you like porn? Stop watching porn.
Yeah.
Quit it. That was a huge thing back in the day, by the way. I went to this place. It was a Christian music festival called Ichthus. And it was actually awesome. There were so many great bands that always went there. But one of the main things was all these guys, these real edgy guys, are like, they do whole shows, and then in the middle of it, they'd be like, yeah, man, I used to be addicted to porn for the past 15 years, and it ruined my life, man. I'd wake up in the middle of the night, 3 a.m., go watch porn. My wife's sleeping in our bed. I'm thinking, why don't you just have sex?
Yeah. Or use your mind, bro.
Yeah. Play a video game.
Or just sleep. It's 3 a.m., dude.
Yeah. That was like a huge thing for years. I remember this kid got up one time at church camp. You get Boy Scout camp. I get church camp. And he wants to be a pastor. Honestly, he never became one. But he was so stuck on it.
Okay.
And he goes, they have their confessions at the end with the microphone.
You've told me this story.
Dude.
I love it.
And he goes, I want to be a pastor. And, like my dad, but I'm addicted to pornography. I'm jacked off 3 times here at camp. I'm in the top bunk. Nobody notices how I'm cracking one out.
Oh my gosh, dude, that poor kid.
like- Now he just mountain bikes.
You know,
That's it.
you know what's funny in his head? You know, at that point in time, he really thought that was like a revelation thing. When it's like he felt so guilty for just wanting to jerk off because of. It's just like, dude, it's okay to jerk off. It's like, you know, gotta like confess to every. It's like cringy. It's like, we all know this. This is one of the most things, the biggest things you'll regret saying your whole life. Because probably Jake will be talking about it on a podcast. And
Like, damn.
dang.
But
Dude, something, every time I go to like a funeral or something, and I'm talking to, sorry, I'm not talking.
during a funeral, you're not supposed to talk.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, shut up.
And preachers, when they're doing their part, you know, they're doing like the sermon and saying stuff about.
Yeah.
I have a question for you first. Does the family pick who does that?
Yep.
Okay.
It's usually whoever knew him.
Okay, so it doesn't have to be a preacher. Could it be anybody, or does it have
Usually
to be a preacher?
it's a preacher of their choice.
Because every funeral I've ever been to, I'm like watching the person
Yeah.
talk about the family and all this stuff, and there is an act of acting that goes on with this. It's they do this all the time.
Yeah.
They're not breaking down and being emotional every single time, but sometimes the preachers will be like, yo, like,
Well,
it's in it to me. I can like see right through it. And it kind of bugs me. I wish I didn't have that. I wish I could just be like, okay, he's just talking and doing a service. That's nice. But I'm looking at him like, dude, you don't have to like really lay this on so thick.
just a dead person.
Well, I mean, I guess I've never been like,
It's just
obviously my great grandma passed away.
Did he cry? Did the pastor cry?
No, but like when he would say a little bit and then he'd go and sit down, and like when the song would play, he would be like real dramatic and he's just like wording the song.
Yeah. So, yeah, you have to have a little bit, and it's not to be. I don't think the showmanship is supposed to be fake. I don't think he's faking it.
I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think he's like.
But it's like, imagine having to do funerals and
Weekly.
weddings and then do your own sermons, and you're always the main guy. Like, it's no long like the person's dead. They're not the star of the show. He is.
Yeah.
And so now he has to like
Make everybody feel good.
imagine if he sucked at a wedding or a funeral. Wedding is like whatever. Who gives a fuck?
Yeah.
But imagine if the preacher like sucked at a funeral. Like Bo Burnham on his show.
Yeah.
You watch that where he's like trying to do his shit and there's sparkles
trying to be the
everywhere.
star,
He's trying
yeah.
to be the showman.
Yeah.
Imagine if he just did that.
Yeah. That would have been.
Everybody would like
They'd be insulted, do you think?
I'd say insulted. Yeah, mostly.
Yeah, mostly it would just offend every person.
But imagine like not putting on a good funeral.
Yeah. I would say he still did good today.
I don't think anyone on earth, except for really snobby people that have really high-end people that always have super rich things around them and everything's always super nice. I don't think anybody's ever gone, man, that funeral sucked.
Yeah, he didn't.
That was the worst funeral I've ever been to.
Yeah.
If anyone's ever said that, you're a dick.
Yeah.
Imagine being that guy.
I mean,
That's worse than being a bad pastor.
Well, actually, I think every funeral is hard. Every funeral technically sucks, but being like, yeah, that guy just fucking sucked.
But you never go. I asked you when you came in. I said, how was everything? You go, oh, good. Imagine if you went,
it was bad, man. It was bad.
The pastor's
I could
tie
see right
had a
through his
stain
acting.
on it.
Yeah.
He was actually in the middle of talking. He was eating a chili dog.
What would you do?
Yeah, what do you can't ask him to stop. He's the show.
Yeah, he's eating a chili dog.
He's the Miley Cyrus of the funeral.
Came in like a wrecking ball.
Yeah. He's the Maroon 5 of this funeral right now.
Well, that's a tough act to follow.
Yeah.
You're pretty good if you're a Maroon 5.
Yeah. He's just chowing down. He's like, yeah, she was great, man. You know, she always came to church every Sunday. Oh, sorry.
Speaking of chili dogs, I had a revelation this weekend.
Is that a type of chili dog? It's the chili dog that ends all chili dogs.
So Saturday, woke up in the morning, ate a giant breakfast like I always do.
Oh, yeah.
Worked all day, didn't eat lunch.
Oh, shit.
Drank most of the night.
Oh, hell
At the
yeah.
end of the night, I went and ate a hot dog that had Yans chili. I don't know.
Yans. Ooh, Yans?
I think it was
I
Yans.
think that guy died.
He did. Yeah.
Really?
But
so
Erica,
you had a Yan dog
yeah.
and Yan's dead?
Did you not eat hot dogs at Brandon's when you were there?
Yeah.
Then you had one too.
But I didn't eat the chili.
Oh.
You made fun of me. You said, "Oh, too hot for you? Too hot for your little mouth?
Little mouthy.
Your little mouth. You got too hot."
Is it too hot for your mouth?
Yeah, everyone knows that my mouth is too small for my head, and it's a thing. My dentist told me my mouth is too small. They can never get the utensils in there.
Yeah, it's
That's
like
why my teeth are so crowded.
size of a dime. But I was eating this, you know, I put onions on it, I put the sauce on it, I put ketchup and mustard, and I'm eating it, and I took a bite and I went,
Huh?
Are chili dogs my favorite food? I was like, man, this is so good right now. Are chili dogs my favorite food?
It might have switched just then.
It might have. As of right now, from Saturday, badass hot dogs with great chili might be my favorite food. And
Chili dogs.
Yeah.
So
Pair that with a Mountain Dew Spark.
am I
West
going to have an
Virginia.
argument with you after this podcast episode about changing the podcast name to Chili Dog instead of Today's Prey? You're going to call it Chili Dog Prey. Today's Chili Dog.
Maybe.
Guilty. Yeah, I'm afraid of that. And well, if you guys want us to change it to Today's Chili Dog,
We will change it.
we're easily persuaded. Like, it's super easy to tell us to do anything.
It's absolutely. If we could do it too. We know we're only 39 episodes in now.
Yeah,
When you hit 40, you're a professional podcaster.
really.
So that's what the guys from Workaholics say.
Yeah.
So we really have to make our 40th episode really good. Before we close the podcast today, I wanted to tell you today,
Yo, whoop.
Monday, March 28th. In 2008, this movie called Superhero Movie came out.
I think I remember it. I was in 8th grade, so refresh me.
It's got Drake Bell in it.
Oh,
He's the main guy.
from Drake and Josh?
Yep.
Okay.
And it's got a bunch of other people. It's like one of those like movies, like Scary Movie. It's like a spoof movie. They're just making.
Oh, yeah. They're making fun of Marvel and shit.
Yeah, they're just making fun of all those movies. Well, Monday, March 28th, 2008, Superhero Movie came out with Drake Bell and another character in it. It's Kevin Hart because he played in a lot of those spoof movies.
Yeah.
So, to end the podcast, Drake Bell's dad, kind of a stud. I'll
Really?
show you a picture of him. And I'm also going to show you a picture of Kevin Hart's dad, and I want you to tell me, once again, like we did last week, who would win in a fight
Yeah.
between Drake Bell's dad and Kevin Hart's dad. Here's Drake Bell. Handsome guy.
He in that picture, he looks like
Tom Holland.
like a Drake Bell Jonas brother.
Mixed with Tom Holland.
Honestly, was Drake Bell the original Jonas brother? You know what I mean?
Yeah, he
Like,
might have been.
Like, he set the standard.
Like, he might be their dad.
Or
This-
like stepdad.
This is Drake Bell's dad.
Soul patch. Saving flavor. He's got your nose.
He's got a little crooked.
Yep.
Yeah, he's a rough-looking motherfucker. Maybe me and Drake Bell are brothers.
Kinda.
I'd rather be friends with. I'd rather be brothers with Josh Peck.
He's like a Kentucky Fabio.
Yeah, I would. Okay, so stud.
Stud.
Yeah. Okay.
Soul patch stud.
you know, another character in the movie is Kevin Hart. Obviously, you know what Kevin Hart looks like.
Small
black guy.
Small black male.
Hilarious, super fit, handsome.
He wears the chain with the black shirt just like your brother does.
Badass dude. And it was hard for me to find a quality photo of Kevin Hart's dad. I looked, and none of them are really high definition because I think they're from his Instagram. But there he is. Kind of looks like a pimp.
Oh, shit.
Kind of looks like a pimp.
I like how you zoomed in on it for me.
Yeah.
That's nice.
I screenshot it and zoomed in. But who do you think would win in a fight between those two?
Well, based off of just what they were wearing at an appearance, that looked like it was at a special event that was not like a red carpet thing. The other one, Drake Bell's dad, was at like kind of like a red carpet style of thing. Maybe like the last season of Drake and Josh was coming out. Or maybe he was in the spoof movie. Maybe that was from that. So I'm thinking, what was he wearing? Kevin Hart's dad kind of looks like the American Gangster style. They even had the house in the background, the American Gangster type house.
That Kevin bought for him, probably.
Yeah. He'd probably shoot a guy. I imagine Kevin Hart's dad shooting a man in the middle of the street, having the salt container that he poured out earlier, puts his share in there and takes the rest of the money and goes back and eats the rest of his food. That's what I imagine him doing. And he also says, well, you never seen a pair of hoochie before?
Yeah.
That's what I imagine. I imagine Drake Bell's dad being on a beach, kind of like Matthew McConaughey on Fool's Gold. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And he's just lapping up pussy.
Yeah. Drake Bell's dad.
Because he's got the flavor saver.
Drake Bell's dad laps up pussy.
Yeah, like a Labrador retriever.
Yeah, he's
a Labrador.
It's way faster than that.
Yeah, I've never done that before.
And the girls are falling in love.
Yeah, I've never actually done any fellatio of any type, so I have no idea how to do it. Would you do it like this?
I've never even hugged a girl.
Is it mostly lips or tongue? Or do you just shove your nose in there and blow?
It's mostly nose.
Is it mostly like it's like blowing your nose?
Yeah.
In a vagina? That's cool.
That's why big nose people have most girlfriends.
I saw a TikTok side note, and then we'll get back to it. Side note of Doja Cat like painting like a dude that was naked. It was like a skit, and she's like, I like guys with big noses because I can sit on them.
Whoa. She's real. She's so real.
She's so
relatable
real.
and real.
Yeah, she's such a girl. Like, not a celebrity, like a girl, a real one. Like a real woman.
Like, if you look at Doja Cat, you think, she could have went to my high school.
Yeah.
And she was cool and real.
No, she wasn't cool in high school.
But now look at her.
She was a loser in high school, but like, oh man, I could have had that.
Yeah.
It's like you're the guy that shut her down in high school.
You fucked up, buddy.
Man. But you know who could probably bang Doja Cat?
Drake Bell's dad.
Absolutely. Kevin Hart's dad?
No.
Nope. He'd say something like, hey, pretty lady. And you'd go, fuck off.
Yeah, she wouldn't give him the time of day. But Drake Bell's dad has a little bit of edge to him.
Yeah.
Which is why I think, and I don't know if Drake Bell's dad is alive, and I don't know if Kevin Hart's dad is alive.
True.
So,
yeah, we're not trying to speak ill.
I don't want to speak ill if they would be died, or I don't know. I just don't know. But in their thriving years,
yeah,
this fight that's going on, this hypothetical
it's at
fight,
the prime.
Is their prime life?
Yeah. Ribeye.
I'm sorry, old KH, but I think Drake Bell's dad could whip your dad's ass.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just destroy you.
Yeah.
Just destroy his dad. Sorry.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And you know what also makes me think that is because Kevin Hart actually tells a story in one of his stand-ups about his dad getting his ass beat.
Oh yeah, and also his dong being extremely long while trying to move through a theater and hitting everyone in the face. That's also a skit he does.
Huh.
Yeah, giant sweatpants, and his dong's just going everywhere.
Kevin Hart's dad?
Yep.
Well, I'll tell you what. Drake Bell's dad might not be packing the foot-long dick.
He got that nose.
But he's got the nose, and also he's got the swag.
Absolutely. Anybody that has a soul patch that they don't even, like, manicure? Is that?
Dude.
Nope. That's not the word I wanted.
Yeah. I was manicuring my whole body.
I was pedicuring my mustache the other day.
You and your feet fetish. You probably were pedicuring your mustache.
Sometimes I'm very flexible.
Yeah.
Guy told me the other day when we go on that birthday trip that whenever I go in the ball pit in at whatever that place is called, the ball pit at Sky Zone or wherever we're going to do the trampoline park, and there's like a ball pit or foam pit. He said, I'll, because all the kids that are in there are going to get foot and mouth disease. I said, I'm actually that flexible. I can get that without going in a ball pit.
Yeah. Foot and mouth disease. That's just what happens on a Friday night here.
Yeah.
You should also send me the link to that spot so I can look at it.
Okay.
But I'm
got you,
ready
buddy.
to jump into a ball pit.
I'm ready to freaking glow in the dark and jump. Jump.
Jump
I'm
around.
going to make a jump.
So we both agree that Drake Bell's dad would whip Kevin Hart's
Yeah,
dad's
because he's a
ass.
pussy hound.
I think so too.
And if he wasn't single, he was very nice to his wife
Yep. I think so.
and treated her right.
Yeah, Kevin Hart's dad, we don't know. Don't have a lot of things to back you up, man.
Yeah, we don't really. There's not a lot of imagination going along with that hat we saw.
You had some swag,
Has some swag. Brown suits is swag.
but the zibes that I was getting off of you were not what I was getting
Vibes.
of the zibes that I was getting off of Drake Bell's dad.
Yeah.
If you want to give us a follow on Instagram, it's Today's Pray. If you want to give us a follow on TikTok, it's Today's Pray Podcast. If you're interested in a sponsor, go ahead and shoot us a message. We will get that on there. And that is a wrap. You got anything to say, Pop?
Later, Gator.
Peace out, kitty cat.
See you later, pussy wussy.